I want to show you what a suburban area in a mid-sized city in Thailand looks like. And again, one of the things that will strike you if you are from the West and coming to visit the East is the lack of segregation and also the lack of zoning. And that makes for a very vibrant neighborhoods, despite the fact that perhaps some of the buildings might not be occupied or perhaps not even up to code enough, or might be able to benefit from a fresh coat of paint. So it's not unusual to see, just on a regular suburban area, a hello. And again, we're in the suburbs. And so you've got a cafe right over here and houses as far as the eye can see. And most people will live up top. The living room would be downstairs with a kitchen, and outside is where they would sell something or perhaps have a mini restaurant. And you can see how, again, we're not dealing with a situation where everything is polished, but it's quite useful because even the buildings that don't look occupied, this, by the way, for one baht, not even half a cent, you can just come in and get water right outside. Again, this building does not look occupied, but it is. So it could use some fresh paint. And, obviously you have another situation here where perhaps there's advertising for something else. But it's not unusual to see not only small businesses at the basement, very similar to Vietnam. The more time you spend in Thailand, the more you will notice an overlap with Vietnam. And again, so now you have essentially a brand new house, fresh coat of paint, and so on and so forth. So you're going to notice that the idea in housing in much of Southeast Asia is not about trying to increase property values or create a sort of economic segregation that generates envy, whether in the form of schools, good schools, or in the form of safety or preferential police protection. It's all about, if I dare say it, a sense of community that's built around just utility, in a sense. And so, again, not unusual to see a lot of these small, what I suppose you would call a bodega in New York, right over here. And, so you don't have to walk all the way up here, even though there is a small store that's, about 100 yards up. So again, it's just a very interesting feeling coming from the United States or coming from Europe. If you're used to the kind of suburban area that was created post-World War II, perhaps one that was created to encourage quote-unquote white flight, it might be interesting to come here and just take a walk around. Hello. And so she's selling something here. It smells delicious. And again, this is about 3-4 p.m. Very standard. Again, this is a suburban area. There's a food market about 150 yards to the left, one of the best ones I've had. I've just had about 6 different types of food over there. So I'm stuffed. I just decided to walk down here. There's a temple back over there. And what I noticed in some places in Asia, the temple it's supposed to be religious, but in a sense, it's also designed to prevent someone else from coming in and building a shopping mall. So a lot of times you'll see temples and there's not much there, and you wonder what's going on. Well, what's going on is somebody has bought the place or bought the land, has to put something there, and has decided to put up a Buddha or some other religious temple just to have something there, and to prevent someone else from coming in and perhaps altering the neighborhood or the quality of the neighborhood or the character of the neighborhood. So here's where we are. Again, completely suburban. I'm gonna walk over here. A little grocery store over there. And if you get a chance, I highly encourage you to come out and just take a look. Just walk around and just get a sense of how different it is compared to a lot of other places in the world.